Now, a picture, well, it might be worth 1,000 words, but having footage of the ridiculous things you see on the roads, well, that could turn out to actually be invaluable.
Jesus.
From out-of-control trucks to the downright stupid.
Oh, that was close.
Yeah. Basic road rules being broken.
You mong.
Also, the just plain weird. And bingles in the car park. Dashcams can provide the proof you need that you weren't at fault.
Thumbs up, thankfully. Gee, you see some crazy things. Dashcams, we know they are becoming an essential item, but which one is for you? Here with all the answers is our tech expert, Trevor Long. Good morning to you.
Morning.
Brought your tricks and your gadgets along.
Lots of goodies for you guys, yeah.
So is it an essential? Will it ultimately save you money?
I think it will in the end, because you think about what it's showing, what you see on the road. Basically, it's your word against someone else's most of the time. So, yeah, it can be a really good investment.
So is it something that insurance companies actually look at and say, well, we might help you out with your premium or something if you can provide this kind of evidence?
Overseas, there's a bit of that going on. I haven't seen any of the big insurance companies in Australia do it yet, but you would think that is going to be a logical step. If you can prove that you've always got a dash cam rolling, I think that's the issue. Insurance companies can't confirm you've always got it running and recording and you've always got battery or whatever. So yeah. I think if they were built into cars, it would be a much different story.
And we know that police often appeal for help and information. I suppose if you've got footage that you can provide related to an incident that you were involved in or otherwise, it could really help solve crimes.
A lot of the dash cam footage you see on the internet is actually people just driving by things that are happening. Now, if you saw something or you happen to capture something, that could be valuable for an investigation. Certainly if it's a police investigation. Tough to work out which insurance company to go to give the footage to if it's just two cars having a bingle, though.
I think the common one for people is if you leave your car parked and someone just absolutely gives you a little nudge or sideswipes you. But so many of these, they run on battery. I mean, is that the kind of thing they'd record as well? Yeah,
so that's one of the high-end features, yeah? So if you've got one of the cheap ones, it'll just record what you're doing, but some of them will stay active in the car park. So if they detect a motion, they'll record and save that little bit of footage. So there is some really smart ones out there.
You drive a lot of high-end cars. Could we ultimately see these incorporated into vehicles as part of the technology that's on board?
You think about all the cameras in these cars to detect alerts and different things for the car to have safety. Why not record that footage and make it available to the user to take for the insurance or just to upload onto the internet?
And if you're a pretty ordinary driver, you probably don't want one of these because it'll prove how bad you are.
Yeah, unless you really want to be a viral sensation and just want to, you know, put it out there on the internet, I don't think you'd want one if you're a bad driver.
All right, so you've got your top 6 here. Give us a bit of a run through.
Cheapest and most expensive. This little guy down here is a laser navigator, $59. Really easy to install. Not amazing picture quality, but it's going to start your running for just under $60.
And how long battery life would you get out of
something?
So
these things you plug in, you just plug them into the cigarette lighter, and they'll run whenever you turn the car on. So they turn on when the car turns on. This guy here, one of the biggest sellers on the market from Navig8r, $299 again. But this one has school zone alerts as well. So because it's got GPS, these things know how fast you're going and where you are. School zone alerts. This is really easy to buy. $300, a really good quality to really good definition on the camera. And that's interesting because when you see stuff, you want to actually get the number plate. Otherwise, you can't really prove anything that happened.
That is really clever. Yeah.
Exactly.
That's fantastic. All right, we need to get one of those in the vehicle. So many things to do with technology.
Absolutely.
I don't know how you stay across it all for us. Thank you very much. Thank you, Trevor.